My Capri. The new Capri. Capri. This is the last car I ever drove on the Grand Tour. I chose it for a reason. This is the new one. And yeah, let's find out. It's got a curved rear window and a single plastic metal spoke on the steering wheel. There's design references. Does that make it a Capri? I don't know. Again, let's find out. Something else weird. I don't have to turn it on. If I've got the key and it's unlocked, I get in, it's on. There's no drama. Twist that, press that, and I'm off. So what I'm going to do as I go for this drive in it is forget about the name for now. I'll come back to it. What is this? Well, this is a midi-sized SUV, practical family car, fully electric, just the same as all those that are made all over the world, including a lot of them in China. So specifically, how does this one stack up against exactly the same thing made in China? Well, immediately, I like the interior, I'm going to say it. I like the shape of the seats, I like the unclutteredness, all of that. I like the fact that this central screen, rather cleverly, adjusts so you can change the angle, supposedly to get rid of glare, but at the same time it also reveals a secret cubbyhole behind it. And interestingly, with the screen fully down, that locks with the central locking, so modern people can keep all their modern secret stuff in there, weight loss jabs and vitamin tablets and stuff. Okay, the name, I can't stay off it for long. It's called a Capri. Why did they dig that name up? Funny, all the time I'm talking to you about the car, I've been feeling slightly self-conscious, and I've realised it's because as I left the house this morning, without thinking, I picked up and put on a leather jacket. I haven't worn a leather jacket on screen for years. I think it's because my subconscious thought, well, you're driving a Capri today, Rich. That's about leather jacket, hair slightly too long for the army, drive it through empty cardboard boxes in a car chase. That's Capri stuff. But it isn't anymore. That's dinosaur stuff. The world has changed. The Capri was a coupe version of an ordinary family car, the Cortina. This is a coupe, slightly sportier version of a more ordinary battery electric vehicle, the Explorer. It's actually based on a platform that's shared with VW. There's a lot of things share this platform. The idea for this one is it's that, but slightly sportier. Is it? Well, yeah, I think it might be. It controls its body weight very, very well. The steering is a pleasure to use. It brakes well. You can't adjust the regeneration on the braking independently. The only way you can change it is by shifting between the different driving modes. And that's annoying because in an electric car, I like to crank it all the way up. One, I quite like the feeling of one pedal driving. Two, I quite like thinking, I'm generating more electricity. That's like making petrol. But it doesn't do that. Suddenly, my original Capri does feel like a bit of a grubby old dinosaur, which is why earlier on today, when I saw them next to one another and realised, yeah, my Capri is filthy, still full of African dust and the grime of a Grand Tour film. It was actually this one that I chose to have given a good clean by the chaps.
Thanks, Richard. This is the Nilfisk Excellence 160. It's our go-to for keeping the Capri looking nice and pristine. Nilfisk has been making cleaning equipment for almost 120 years, so you can be assured it's built to last.
Hose reel, power foam blaster and nozzles all stored neatly. The metal pump and induction motor make it quiet, efficient and durable.
The 10-metre hose pulls out straight with no tangles. The 3-in-1 jet lets you switch from a wide to a narrow fan and one powerful jet instantly. Even the parts you don't normally see get a proper clean. The optional undercarriage nozzle blasts grime away.
The PowerFoam Blaster covers every panel, lifting dirt and protecting the paintwork while you watch.
Gentle wide spray for panels and delicate areas. The induction motor runs smooth and quiet, so it's a job you can actually enjoy.
Large wheels and telescopic handle make moving it around simple and effortless.
And there we have it, the new Capri, spotless and ready for its next drive. The Nilfisk Excellent 160, cleaning made easy.
The original Capri was supposed to be the sort of working man's, and it was a man, sporty family car. It was priced accordingly. This, I think you can get into it for early 40s. I think it's about nearer 60 by the time it's specced like this one, including enormous wheels. I know not why. Also, on the name. Yeah, it's called Capri. And no, it is nothing like the original Capri. Oh, we buy dishwashers and use them, and nobody ever complains that we've called it dishwasher. In my day, a dishwasher was a fat old lady from the village who waddled up with a mob cap on and very red arms and washed my dishes. Things change. Nobody's going to make a petrol-driven, rear-wheel drive only coupe with no traction control. It's not going to exist today. This is setting about doing the same job as that car, which is offering the driver of a family car a slightly sportier, slightly more coupe-ish version. It's just that things have moved on, and what it's based on is something different. It's not a Cortina. It's an argument I've had before that, I don't need one of these, so I'm not going to want it. But just as when I drove the new electric Renault 5 and loved it, that was a willfully retro interpretation. And at the time I said, wow, I wish that fitted my life and I could have one. It doesn't, so I don't need one. But if I needed a battery-powered coupe, slightly better looking, slightly sportier, mid-sized SUV, hello, here it is. And it's got a blue oval on it, so it's not a rarity. Final point on the name, Capri. Let's be honest, it doesn't matter whether this car has anything at all to do with the original Capri, because calling it that was a marketing exercise. It got us talking, it's got me talking and a lot of other people. It also makes it stand out in an era when a lot of Chinese mini SUVs are called the Flopsy Revival Renew, or whatever name they give it. Capri is kind of snappy. Because this Capri is of a new and modern world, it didn't come with a piece of paper with like all the stats on it. It was in a digital file sent to my telephone. And because I'm not part of a new and modern world, I didn't work it out to read it. And anyway, because it's a new and modern world, if I handled my telephone, I'd go to prison or something. So I can't tell you right now and don't know exactly how powerful it is.
340 PS.
How much torque it puts out.
679 Nm.
And perhaps most importantly, how much it weighs.
2,190 kg.
And what the range actually is.
346 miles.
But now you know all of those things, including the 0 to 60, which is
5.3 seconds.
Yeah. You can make your own judgment, but I say it adds up to a car that feels, sporty. It does. Most importantly, it controls that weight.
2,190.
Thank you. Really rather well. The body control is pretty impressive. And it's not like it's using that push-pull, incredibly sophisticated and expensive Porsche suspension to counter the necessary weight of an electric car. It's just well set up. If there's one thing Ford can do, it's turn out a fairly ordinary car that handles well. The best example of that ever for me is the old Fiesta ST, which I think even the designers must have been surprised by when they first drove it, just how well the thing handled for a simple car. This does the same amongst electric cars of the same sort of segment. This controls itself, handles very, very well.